LeBron James has never been one to sit still when greatness is on the line. And now, for the first time in years, there's real noise swirling behind the scenes. Noise that he might actually ask out of Los Angeles. Not because of drama or ego, but because the direction of the franchise might no longer align with what he's chasing. And what he's chasing, as always, is legacy. Subscribe to Revved to Riches for more deep dives like this, because what's coming next could reshape the Lakers forever. When LeBron joined the Lakers in 2018, it was more than just a basketball decision. It was legacy, lifestyle, business, and branding rolled into one. He brought championship pedigree to a rebuilding franchise and delivered the title in 2020. But since that bubble season, the Lakers have struggled to find consistency. Injuries, poor roster construction, and front office chaos have kept them from becoming true contenders again. LeBron has stayed the course, but time is no longer on his side. He's entering his 22nd NBA season, he's 40 years old, and he's still performing at a level that most players half his age can't match. But there's a limit. His window isn't just closing, it's almost shut. Which is why, for the first time in his career, LeBron may have to ask himself something he's never truly confronted. Is the Los Angeles Lakers organization still capable of winning it all before his body finally says no? The new ownership structure only complicates the picture. There's been a subtle shift behind the scenes, one that signals a long-term rebuild might be prioritized over short-term glory. Younger players, future draft picks, and cap flexibility are becoming the focus. And while that makes sense for the franchise's future, it might be the worst-case scenario for someone like LeBron, who doesn't have years left to wait. His influence on roster moves has long been acknowledged, even if unofficially. But this version of the Lakers is less responsive to those kinds of superstar demands. The front office now seems more focused on stability and long-term value rather than building purely around LeBron's immediate needs. That shift could be the tipping point. There's also the Bronny James factor. LeBron has said time and again that he wants to share the court with his son. The Lakers drafted Bronny, sure, but let's not assume that locks LeBron into LA. If another team offered Bronny a better development path or a more serious championship core around LeBron, he could push for a trade, even if it means leaving behind the Hollywood lights. And then there's the West itself. The Western Conference is brutal. Denver, Oklahoma City, Minnesota, Dallas. These aren't just playoff teams. They're young, deep, and getting better. The Lakers, on the other hand, are aging. Anthony Davis remains elite when healthy, but that health is always a question mark. The supporting cast is inconsistent, and the team lacks the kind of youth movement or draft capital that other contenders are building around. LeBron has always thrived when surrounded by versatile defenders, shooters, and high IQ role players. The current roster struggles to give him that consistently. He can still carry a team, but the burden is heavier every season. And when you combine that with a franchise that may be pivoting away from win-now moves, the equation changes completely. It wouldn't be the first time LeBron left a team when the title odds slipped. He left Cleveland when the supporting cast dried up. He left Miami when the team aged out and cap space disappeared. And if history repeats, he could leave LA when the writing on the wall becomes too bold to ignore. But where would he go? There are a few realistic destinations. A team with cap flexibility, veteran leadership, and title ambitions could make the move. Golden State's name has floated around, and while it's far-fetched, it's not impossible. Cleveland, again, is always a sentimental option, but the most intriguing would be a team like Philadelphia, where a dominant big like Joel Embiid could pair with LeBron's vision and leadership for one last title run. Or even Phoenix, with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, maybe two of the league's most gifted scorers, but even elite talent needs structure. That's where a true point forward like LeBron James becomes invaluable. In Phoenix, the offense often leans on isolation, hot shooting, and streaks of brilliance. But when the playoffs slow the game down and every possession becomes a chess match, someone has to orchestrate. Someone who sees two plays ahead, who controls tempo, and who turns chaos into calculated execution. LeBron thrives in that role. In a system that already has firepower, his leadership and precision could be the missing link that elevates talent into a championship formula. LeBron has never formally requested a trade. That's not how he moves. His power plays have always come through timing, through free agency, opt-outs, or off-season moves that feel less dramatic and more strategic. But the NBA landscape has changed. Today, the most influential players don't wait. Trade requests happen mid-season, moves are forced in real time. And for a player like LeBron, who knows every second counts, waiting might not be an option anymore. If this season starts with the same inconsistency, the same roster limitations, and the same red flags, LeBron may decide the time to act is now, not next July. And when he moves, it won't be about lifestyle or endorsements. It'll be about rings. The business empire is already built. The Hollywood deals are already inked. Leaving Los Angeles wouldn't be personal. It would be about purpose, about legacy. He has 4 championships, but 4 doesn't echo through history the way 5 or 6 do. 5 puts him on par with Kobe. 6 reopens the Jordan conversation. And while he's never admitted to chasing anyone, the truth is, the whispers of greatness only get louder the closer you get. Behind the scenes, the Lakers front office can feel it. The pressure, the possibility. They know the franchise is at a crossroads. If LeBron stays and the team doesn't win, it's a wasted year. If he leaves, it stings. But it opens the door to the next era. The Lakers are a brand built on stars, but even stars fade. A trade could bring draft capital, young talent, and breathing room. It's not ideal, but it might be necessary. And for LeBron, a new jersey doesn't mean failure. It means evolution. The fan base will split. Some will get it. They'll respect the move, honor what he brought to LA, and root for him from afar. Others will call it betrayal. They'll point to loyalty, to unfinished business, to the banners he didn't hang. But history has shown us time and time again, icons don't always end where they started. Jordan wore a Wizards uniform. Shaq bounced through 4 cities. Even Kobe, though loyal, almost left. What defines legends isn't how long they stay, but what they leave behind. LeBron didn't come to Los Angeles to cruise into retirement. He came to make history, to win, to lead, to elevate. And if the Lakers no longer match that mission, if the pieces around him are no longer built for rings, he may not wait for things to change. He may change the entire narrative himself. One decision, one move, one final chapter to write. And if that chapter isn't in purple and gold, the league will shake, the Lakers will reset, and LeBron James will continue chasing the only thing that still drives him, immortality. Subscribe to Rev to Riches for more stories like this, as we break down the moves that could change basketball's future, one superstar decision at a time.